programs and policy incentives, the project will help ensure that tourism management in project areas meet standards set by the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Vietnam's first airplane parts factory, invested by South Korea's Hanwha Group, has been inaugurated in Hanoi. Located in the capital city's Hoa Lạc High-Tech Park, Hanwha Aero Engines will make aircraft engine components for export. The $200 million factory is expected to turn out its first products by January next year. The factory is expected to create jobs for thousands of workers, train high-quality workers, transfer know-how, and contribute to Vietnam's technological capabilities. 9. One of Australia's leading news websites has named 3 cities in Vietnam in the list of the cheapest locations to live as a digital nomad. The list is based on factors such as cost of living, internet speed, weather, the cost of beer, and friendliness. Ranked number 1 on the list is central Vietnam's beach town of Nha Trang in Khánh Hòa province. Hanoi ranks 5th on the list, with a sign saying it's so easy to navigate by foot and an expat could live comfortably for $859 a month. HSBC's latest Expat Explorer report released in October ranked Vietnam 19th among the world's best destinations for expats in 2018. The average annual income for expats in Vietnam is more than $90,000. Hanoi is 7th and Ho Chi Minh City 9th in the 2017 Asia-Pacific ranking of overnight business trip destinations. The southern metropolis received 1.2 million international business arrivals, and Hanoi more than 1.2 million last year, according to a recent report compiled by MasterCard. Last year saw nearly 50 million business travelers visiting Asia-Pacific destinations. They stayed a total of 235 million nights and spent $41 billion. The spending last year in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City exceeded $1 billion. Shanghai topped the ranking, followed by Tokyo and Singapore. In August, Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City made it to the top 15 destinations in Asia in a ranking by the U.S. News. The ranking considered local prices, accessibility, and a variety of attractions in each destination, along with travelers' feedback. Vietnam currently holds the longest active unbeaten streak in international football, according to Fox Sports. Since December 7, 2016, the Vietnamese men's national football team hasn't lost a single game. In particular, Vietnam has gone unbeaten in 14 matches, with 7 draws and 7 wins. The longest active unbeaten streak previously belonged to 2018 World Cup winner France, who had 15 matches unbeaten under their belt before losing 0-2 to the Netherlands in the WHRI Nations League last month. Vietnam will have the chance to extend their active unbeaten streak even further, as they will face Malaysia in both legs of the AFF Cup 2018 final this week.
And now some more news. The European Court of Justice said on Monday that the UK can cancel Brexit without asking for permission from other European Union member states. The case was brought by a group of Scottish lawmakers who sought a legal ruling on if the UK's request to leave the EU could be unilaterally revoked before the Brexit deadline of March 2019. UK and EU officials have agreed the draft text of a Brexit agreement, which needs the approval of the parliaments of all member states. British MPs will vote on this agreement on Tuesday, which is predicted to be a rough day in the UK Parliament. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is unlikely to visit Seoul in the final 3 weeks of this year, South Korean TV channel YTN said on Monday, citing an unidentified official in the South Korean presidential office. There had been speculation about whether Kim would visit Seoul before the end of the year, after Kim and South Korean President Moon Jae-in agreed to the trip during their September summit in Pyongyang. Earlier on Sunday, the spokesman of the South Korean presidency, Yoon Yong-chan, denied a treatment in the arrangement for the eventual visit by the North Korean leader. Yonhap News Agency quoted an unidentified South Korean official as saying that South Korea has not received any reply from North Korea and that Seoul continues to keep contact with Pyongyang on this issue. U.S. President Donald Trump has backed plans to request $750 billion from Congress for defense spending next year, despite a budget deficit at a 6-year high, a U.S. official said on Sunday. The $750 billion would be even more than the $733 billion request that the Pentagon had been expected to make for fiscal year 2020. It is also well above a $700 billion figure Trump cited in October. Japan plans to effectively exclude Chinese telecommunication equipment makers WHRI Technologies Company and GTE Corporation from public procurement, a government source said on Friday, amid concerns about security breaches that have already led the United States and some countries to ban them from supplying infrastructure products. Cybersecurity officials